What's good, YouTube? It's Money Mail coming at y'all another video, and in today's video, we're gonna be ranking every single song of Destroy Lonely's newest album, If Looks a Kill. Right? We're gonna be doing a tier list on my opinion on every single song in the new album that just dropped. It dropped on Friday. It's currently Monday, so I think it's enough time that has passed for me to properly rank and give my opinion on each song. We know how this goes. S to the D tier. Also, this is all subjective. In my opinion, do not get salty that your favorite song is not where you want it to be ranked. Note that this is all subjective, but also please feel free to comment down below your opinion and your tier list down in the comment section below, because I'm curious as to what you guys rank this album. Obviously, we have seen this album has been very controversial so far. I'm hearing album of the year. I'm hearing solid, amazing album. I'm hearing people saying he went 25 for 26, very high ranking numbers. And I'm also saying people say this album's too long, he missed. This album is very bad. This is horrible. So this is a very controversial album, and I really like that. Personally, I'm very happy with this album. I think Lone personally went 25 for 26. First listen, I said 25 for 26, and after every listen, I'm falling in love with this album even more. There is a lot of highlights, but there's also some lowlights in this album. But stay tuned, because I'm gonna do an in-depth review of this album, probably dropping like probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So stay tuned on that. But yeah, let's get into the tier list with the first song, How You Feel, aka Finish Line. I mean, does this need any explanation? He delivered. Finish Line was an amazing snippet, and this, just hearing this song and being able to hear in the best quality as much as I want, this song is so good. The bars on this are really good, and this song is just so good, man. S tier snippet to start off the bat, easy. Next one, If Looks a Kill. Same thing. I think this is S tier as well. The influence we've seen of If Looks a Kill so far with the memes, with how big it's gotten, seeing this live at Rolling Loud was so crazy. And this is just an amazing song. Like, I don't think anybody can hate on this song. This song is just so good, and it really set the tone for this album, and I'm very happy with this song. S tier, easy, no question. Fly Shit. Now, Fly Shit, I'm a very big fan of Fly Shit. I'm going S tier for this one. This song just makes me feel like I just defeated the final boss and I'm riding into the sunset, or that scene in Batman where they're both split up and he rides down into the sunset. Like, I feel like a goat when I play this song, because I just feel like that guy, like, I defeated the final boss and I'm riding to the sunset. Like, this song makes me feel so good. This guitar is so good. The guitars on this album are amazing. Shout out Carter Bryson. He killed it with this one. But Fly Shit, it's so good. It's amazing. So now, which one? I personally was a very big fan of the snippet when the snippet did come out. But honestly, comparing it with this album and all the other tracks, I don't really come back to this song as often. It is a very good, solid song, but I don't see myself playing it as often as I played the snippet, if I'm being quite honest. I prefer much more songs on this album than which one. Solid song, but I'm going to put this one at A. Now, Raver, I think this is a very good song. I can hear people say that it might be a little too repetitive, but the vibe on this is dope. I like this. I can't really complain about this song, but I can't really gas this song and saying it's so good. Like, this is just, I think the problem with this album is that there's not horrible songs. There's no bad songs in this album, but then there's a majority of the songs are not blowing my mind, or like, oh my god, you hear this song is gonna be generational, this song is gonna blow up everywhere. It's just a solid body of work with good quality music, and I think that's the problem that people don't enjoy. They wanted their minds to be blown, but I think Lone just delivered a solid album, and Raver, I feel like that's the perfect definition of it. So it's a good song, but it's not a bad song, and it can be repetitive, but it's also very good. So I'm just gonna put it at B tier. Raver is a good song, but I honestly don't see myself playing it as often than these S tier songs. Came With It. Now, I'm not a very big fan of this little three-peat he did right here. Came With It, By the Pound, All the Time. In my opinion, I think these three could have been taken off the album, and I would have had zero flaws with it. These three, it just kind of like, I don't know, it didn't really fit the album. Like, these were little bubbly, hyper pop, dancey type happy beats. I feel like it didn't really match the album and the whole aesthetic of the album. Came In With It. This beat is actually it's good, but it's also very annoying with that kind of white noise, that draining, annoying little screeching in the ear. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just gonna give this one a C. Next one, By the Pound. This is by far the worst song on the album, in my opinion. He should have definitely took this off the album. I feel like it makes no sense on the album. I can't see why. Okay, so I was on stream and we were doing a tier list on the next day after If Looks Could Kill dropped, and people were saying By the Pound F tier is crazy. And I can see why people say By the Pound is good, because I guess it brings new energy to the album, a different vibe than the guitar beats or the dark elements of this album. But with By the Pound, I just feel like this song is very annoying. Dope By the Pound. I think he did 4 hooks on this. This one felt way too long and way too repetitive. I'm not a fan of this one. Honestly, I'd kind of put Came With It D tier as well. I'm not going to lie to you. I think these were the only 2 misses on the album. My first listen, I said 25 for 26. But realistically, I think he went 24 in my opinion. But with the next part in that little 3P of like the different type of beats was All the Time. And I actually do enjoy the song. I actually really like this song. This beat is dope. I'm a fan of this beat. It's just a clean song. At first, I was kind of hating on it, especially these 3. Came With It, By the Pound, All the Time. I was like, bro, he should have taken these 3 off the album. But if one were to stay, I would say All the Time was definitely the one to stay. I really enjoy this beat, this little bubbly, underwater type beat. I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, I'd say it's C tier. It's one of the. It's a good song. But I just don't feel like it matches the aesthetic of the album, and I prefer other songs. Now, the next one is Biggest Problem, S tier. First listen, I thought this was a very good song, but then when I saw the clip of that guy driving, I don't know, I think he was driving like a Hellcat or something in the If Looks Could Kill short film, I was like, dang, bro, this song's fire. Then I keep listening back to it, and honestly, I think this might be a top 5 on the album, if I'm being quite honest with you. Same thing, Chris Paul. Chris Paul is so good. Killer, this little dark, eerie, Halloween type beat. I'm a very big fan of Chris Paul. I'd say this was the so I said this was the weakest part of the album, right? When he said Came In With It, By the Pound, All the Time. Then it goes to Biggest Problem, Chris Paul, Superstar, Nunu, Right Now. I think that 4 songs were like bang, 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 bangers. But yeah, Chris Paul, I'm a very big fan of this. This sound is just so eerie and so dark, and it's a creepy little song. I really enjoy it. Now, Superstar, I really enjoy the song, but honestly, I don't really see it. I don't really fall back on it that much. I think Biggest Problem, Chris Paul, and Nunu, Superstar was the hardest part of the album, but Superstar was the weakest out of those 4 in my opinion. And I think Superstar can be a solid B in my opinion. I think it's a B, yeah. This song, it's cool, it's dope. It matches the vibe of the album. It flows. It makes the album sound really good from front to back. But it's just a song that can be forgettable in my opinion. Now, Nunu. This is my favorite song on the album. Nunu. Oh my god, bro. This song is so fire. This little beat he goes on. The flow on this. The lyrics, the swag you feel when you hear this song. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was playing Superstar in the car the other day driving. I almost crashed the whip to this song. I'm not gonna lie to you. This song's a banger right here. My favorite song in the album that I've been playing non-stop. Like every day, I probably play this song at least 10 times a day. This song is so good, bro. Now with the next one right now, I feel like this song is just forgettable. Like this song, it's cool, it's a solid song, complements the album, it makes sense, but it's just a low light of the album. Like, and I'd give this one C. I don't see myself going back to the song at all. I don't listen to the song not that much in my opinion. It's a solid song, but it's just forgettable in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now this one was a snippet, and I think on all the snippets of the album he delivered. All the snippets hit on the album, but I just feel like there was much more better songs that were unreleased or we never heard. And I feel like Lone could have put way better snippets on the album. Like, where was Ride or Die? Where was Don't Need You? Where was the song he played in Milan, that high energy song? Where was all these other songs at? Like, there was much better snippets that I think could have fit the album, would have made sense. That would have just complemented the album much more than the snippets we did got. But I'm not complaining. The snippets were good. Like, they're good, but I prefer other snippets on the other one, to be honest. Now, I don't really listen to this song that much, but I think it's a solid song. I'm going to put it at A. I listen to it here and there, but I'll prefer other songs. What Going? This beat is so clean. What Going? My pants hanging, my gun showing. I like this song a lot. I'm going to give this one A. I don't think it's S tier, but I think it's a very, very solid song. This song is so clean. It just makes you fly. The beat is so fire. I'm a very big fan of What Going. Now, Moment of Silence. This song kind of disappointed me. I'm not going to lie to you. This song, especially on the track list where it's placed, Moment of Silence, track 16, it really makes no sense to me to place it at 16. I would get that if this track was supposed to be the interlude or this track was the intro to the album, but placing it at 16 with this intro just really made no sense to me. It kind of felt like Lone just put this song and said, just put on the album. It's a good song. He liked the intro, he liked the vibe of it. It was cool, but I feel like the intro didn't really make sense as to where it was placed on the track list. Track 16 didn't really make sense to me. Also, the snippet we got with the sample was not on there. The sample, it was on there. It was very, very faint. You could barely hear it. But I just felt like the sample should have been louder, but there's probably sample clearance issues, so that was the problem. And I feel like that's one of the problems with snippets is if you're gonna have a snippet with a sample, it's a very complicated. I don't really know, because there was supposed to be a sample on it and it was there, but it was very faintly. You couldn't really hear it, and this song just felt very out of place for me. I think it's not a bad song, and I don't think it deserves D tier, but I don't think it deserves anything above C in my opinion. Now this part of the album, Going Up, Passenger, Promo, Worth It, I kind of got Drake vibes from this. I'm not gonna lie, these beats sounded very Drake-ish, and I love how Lone slid on them. They were just very clean tracks. I was really impressed. Now on this tier list there was no Brazy Girls. But Brazy Girls, I don't think it needs any explanation. Brazy Girls is an S tier. That beat is so amazing. That beat on Brazy Girls is so clean. This beat just makes me feel like I'm in Hawaii. Someone's playing the ukulele. The sun's setting. The waves are hitting. It's nice and it's, you know, the weather feels so good. Someone's playing a ukulele. I got a nice little smoothie in my hand, and I'm just chilling, enjoying life, bro. This beat is so clean, bro. I would love to hear this played live, especially with a live guitarist, because this would be so angelic, bro. I think this is the best beat on the album, in my opinion. This song, this is just the definition of a complete song. From the beat to the production to the vocals to every single thing on this song, it's just a home run. And Cody, Lone, whoever else was on the beat, Carter, Bryson, they did their thing. This was just an amazing song, and Brazy Girls definitely deserves S. Now back to what I said with this Going Up, Passenger, Promo, this little 3-pack right here. I got Drake vibes from this. These beats sounded very Drake-ish, and I'm a very big fan of them. These beats just sounded very clean, just very transcendent. Like it sounded very dope. Like you can't lie, these beats gave you Drake vibes. You can't lie. Going Up, I'd say I really enjoy the song. I do prefer other songs over this, so I think it deserves B tier in my opinion. I think B is a solid place for Going Up. Now Passenger, let's hear Passenger. So clean, bro. So clean. B as well. And I felt like with this album there wasn't much structure with this album. All right, there was the guitar beats, all right, and then there was the little bubbly beats with the 3-pack right here of Came With It, By the Pound, All the Time. Then we get these like Drake type beats with Passenger, Promo, Worth It, and then we got Safe, and then we got these like acoustic type beats, and then there was electric guitar type beats. I feel like there was no structure to the album. I feel like if you would have put maybe like the type beats that sound similar back to back to back, and then transit like Drake type beats, then the acoustic, then the electric, and then the bubbly type beats, and then ended it with Money and Sex. I feel like the structure of this album was completely off, and I think that's why many people were confused first listens and really just didn't really enjoy it, because it felt very, this album felt very out of place in my opinion. Now Promo, this song, I don't go back to it, but I think this is a C in my opinion. Solid C. Nothing too crazy. I think these C's and D's are just very forgettable tracks in the album that really don't stand out at all. Now Worth It, I'm gonna give it a B tier in my opinion. It's a solid song, it's very good, but I just feel like it's just another good track to complement the album. Doesn't really blow my mind, doesn't really impress me, but I can't say the song's trash either. So I'm gonna give Worth It a B. Now Red Light, I really like the song. This song feels so good. I'm gonna give this one S tier. I really enjoy the song Red Light. It's so good. It's clean. The song has a lot of confidence to it. It makes me feel good listening to it. They know my name. The look killer flow on this is so good. Make Some Work. It was a good song, but I just felt like it's very very forgettable as well. Electric guitar, it was good, but I just felt like the song was just a little annoying in my opinion. I would just give this C tier in my opinion. Safety, I was a little scared going into almost a 6-minute track, I'm not gonna lie to you. But with this being an interlude, it doesn't really make sense for it to be an interlude. There wasn't really anything about it that said interlude. There wasn't a beat switch. There wasn't like an interlude that maybe you went from a hyped album to a slower album or a different, it transitioned the album. It didn't really make sense for it to be an interlude. If anything was supposed to be an interlude, it was going to be a moment of silence in my opinion. But this whole song is so good. I can't complain at all about this song. I never got bored 1 second of the song. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't complain about this song either. I'm going to give this an A tier. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoy the song. I think this is one of the best, just slower songs on the album. He really did his thing. And for it to be a 6-minute song, I never got bored of it one second at all. Very engaging song. I can't complain about this. Now, Your Eyes, good song. Can't complain about it. I'm going to give this a B tier. It's a cool song. Nothing too crazy. Good, solid outro. I would have preferred Safety to be the outro in my opinion, but either way, these songs, they're good songs. B tier in my opinion. Money and Sex, aka Snitch, they delivered. They went stupid. Them going back to back. I think Ken kind of carried. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Ken definitely had the better verse on this. This was definitely Ken Carson's song. I'm very excited to hear this live. This one, I really want to see this live and see them go back to back on this because, bro, the energy on this. I honestly, this is Ken's song, bro. The pauses, everything about this song is so good, bro. I mean, y'all saw my reaction to Snitch, bro. I went stupid to this. And especially, I'm very happy that they kept in, yeah, I'm with my boy, the top flow boxing him up. Hey, Long, tell me what the fuck going on. This song just makes you go crazy. But that's going to be my tier list for If Looks Could Kill. We can break it down right here. So S tier, I got How You Feel, the intro. If Looks Could Kill, the lead single for the album. Fly Shit, the song just makes you feel extremely good, like you just defeated the boss. Biggest Problem, so fire. Especially shout out the short film for including this in the short film because this song really stood out to me after I watched the short film. Chris Paul, Nunu, bro, too crazy. Chris Paul, that little beat, the vibe it brought, the Halloween scariness to it, the eerie vibe, I really liked it. Nunu, my favorite track on the album, the most replay value in my opinion. This song is just so good, makes me feel so confident. Just a great track. Red Light, amazing song. I'm very happy with this. I enjoy the song a lot. Just makes you feel very good. Snitch, we don't even need to talk about it. Which One, Which Way, What Going, Safety. These two were both snippets. They delivered on the snippets. Didn't really impress me. I can't say anything bad. Solid track. What Going, I really like this. This has S tier potential in my opinion. Safety, I think this is the best slower song on the album. Now Raver, I'm not gonna lie, I put Raver a little too low. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna put Raver A tier. I think Raver deserves A tier. Yeah, I would say so. Raver is definitely A tier. Superstar, Going Up, Passenger, Worth It, Your Eyes. I think that's solid. I think that's a solid list right there. All the Time, Right Now, Moment of Silence, Promo, Make Some Work, By the Pound Came, but definitely the worst two songs in my opinion. But yeah, that's gonna be my tier list and my ranking for If Looks Could Kill. Comment down below your ranking in the comments because I'm curious as to what you guys think this album is ranked, because this album is very controversial. Some people say it's a very good album, some people say it's bad, some people say there's too many songs, some people say it's the right amount of songs, some people are enjoying it, some people are hating it. This album has been very controversial, and in my opinion, it's grown on me every single listen. I said he went 25 for 26. Now really listening to it, I think he went 24 for 26, but I'm very excited with this album. So far, this has been my favorite album to drop this year, so I got an album of the year so far. But yeah, I enjoy this album. Comment below your ranking. But yeah, it's gonna be the video. If you guys like the video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. More If Looks Could Kill content on the way. And yeah, it's Money May Arze, and I'm out. Thank you guys.